Hey folks, PCoutcast here. Today we're taking a look at Hexters. This is a city building game that is set inside a computer, inside cyberspace, something along those lines. It's very early access, as you can see down in the bottom right. We're on 0.2. So there's not a lot of content yet, but the game seems to work pretty well. And it doesn't have any skirmish modes or anything like that, so that you can sort of do an open world or whatever. It's like basically a campaign. So let's check it out. And it's pretty much the whole thing is like a tutorial, basically. As you will see. Yes, I do want to start a new game. Bios Beach. A remote, peaceful, beautiful island in the middle of the Data Sea. Hello user, welcome to Cyberscape, the digital realm where Hexters live. I'm DataBuck, an advisor program designed to assist you in your fabulous visit here. And hello darling, I'm Mother Bother, or something. The repository program, all the Hexters are my children, so please take good care of them or I'll get mad. Yeah, she's quite laid back, so don't worry about it. Anyway, shall we get on with it? Hexters are the small digital workhorses of this realm. My colleague and I are just programs, but these little guys are so much more. This thing here is the hub, the center of the colony. It regulates our digital life, generates the basic functions for the colony. Next to it, you can see the modest node network connecting that other building into the hub. We'll get back to that later. It's that glowing orb and the hub sends out through the node network. That's a cycle, and it's needed for nearly everything. Keep that in mind. Let's get to building, user. Poor Hexter's tired, but there's nowhere for him to rest. Let's build him a domicile? I don't know how you pronounce that word. I've marked a good position for you to build it. Alright. Right there. Yay! Apparently it needs a lot of building materials. Fantastic! Place to rest, not a second too early. Look, our probe is returned for recharging and it's dark. Guess it could be called night in your terms. It's quite pretty, isn't it? The cycles illuminate your colony and give some comfort to your Hexters. The probe recharges and then leaves to illuminate the cyberscape again. For the record, Hexters don't like to work in the dark and prefer to stay inside the perimeter during the night. I would not dare to demand that they leave. Who knows what could happen to them? Let me also tell you something else, user. This fancy building is a soul forge. I know the name's a bit bombastic, but this is where you can compile new Hexters. Pretty cool, eh? So I hold the code necessary to compile new Hexters, which are primarily made out of code. Give it a go or two. Visit the soul forge and see how it works. Oh yes, that's it. See how the new Hexters are already eager to work? Your first Hexter seems really good at hauling. You're lucky to have such a buff Hexter. There's only a few bits left in the hub, and if we wish to expand, we need much more. Let's locate some new resources. Let's build a survey station to explore some of the unrevealed terrain around our colony. I've laid down some building plans for it. Alright, so first of all, we want a node there. And then we want a survey station over there. And we'll speed that up. So much. So many bits. Good work, users. You can see the survey station reveals any unexplored area around it. Aha! There's a few bit pillars with new delicious bits to be mined. Watch as your idle hexters are already on it. Or not. I forgot. An extractor is needed for them to mine the bits. Silly me. We have barely enough bits to build it, but it will quickly pay for itself. Build it at the indicated position and don't forget the nodes. I think the game's pretty good. It's pretty solid. Nice, simple graphics. It is 3D, but, you know, nothing crazy. Excellent. The bits must flow. Collect some, and we've got something in mind for more for you in mind. If we had mines, that is. Collect the bits. The extractor does not have much space, so you can see some of your hexters hauling the bits from the extractor to the hub. That's perfectly normal, as the hub has a stockpile and they prefer keeping all their stuff in the same place. Anyway, we have only built some basic buildings so far. Anything fancier or more useful requires some extra effort, as bits alone are not enough. Let's build a refinery so hexters can then start refining the bits into bytes. May I also take a moment to give you some additional advice, user? As you construct more buildings, the strain on your node network infrastructure will increase. I strongly recommend some actions to optimize your colony. For example, you can turn off the survey station for now to decrease its use of cycles. All your production buildings need cycles to work, so it's best to prioritize the ones you're using. Also, you can upgrade the hub to store more cycles and create more hexters in the Soul Forge, but beware, both these operations increase the cost every time you do them. Okay, so we turn this one off. The cycles are now diverted into production, and we're going to upgrade that. Excellent. The hub is now upgraded and the cycle storage capacity is increased. And then we'll make another hexter. More hexters equal more labor, but it's getting harder to compile them. I have certainly nothing against gorging on your cycles, but you might want to save it for the production for the time being. Right on. And we'll build a refinery right there. I would like to know why sometimes they carry 3 bits and sometimes they carry 1 or 2. And then that one had just collected 3 and then he's like, no, I gotta go to sleep instead. Refinery's done. Marvelous. Let the process begin. Those bytes will serve as the basic building blocks. Bits are so ineffective. Also, consider building an additional refinery later on if you feel production stall due to lack of bytes. It will. Trust me, however, having one well-manned refinery with designated haulers is more efficient than having 2. You can select the refinery and assign designated haulers there, but you don't have to do that now if you don't want to. You don't really need to. Just let the refining go. You can go in here. Haulers, the backbone of your rudimentary logistics network, hauls free resources from nearby to this location. Loader loads bits from your stockpile into the furnace. Colony now has the capacity to produce bits, or bytes out of bits. Very good. Seems like the Hexters are getting busy. That's good. I know how industrious they are and just how much they enjoy working. My code base does not know the concept of slacking. Looks like she's right. They have initiated building something on their own to honor you. A user statue. Lovely. Well, Well, they still need your help. With it as it appears, the statue will be constructed using triangles. Triangles are the first advanced building blocks, and are made out of 3 bytes in a polysmith. You can now build a polysmith that can be placed anywhere, but I recommend that it's constructed close to the refinery. Mind you, the polysmith itself is built from bytes, so there goes your stock. Alright, so we'll put the polysmith there. Sure. Oh, we already have enough bytes. Excellent. And now we're going to bring bytes over here, and we need them. We need 4 triangles. So, yeah, so this is reading over these. Hauler, that one hauls free resources from nearby. A loader loads bits from your stockpile into the furnace, allowing the refiner to work more efficiently. Or more effectively. Acts as a hauler if outside stockpile is empty. And the refiner burns some bits in a furnace to create bytes. Okay, so if I, open one of these up, have a loader. Well, we don't have a whole lot of resources, right? And you're supposed to be working at a hauler if the stockpile is empty. Well, the stockpile looks kind of empty, and you're not actually doing anything. Interesting. No, there's nobody even there. Yeah, he's not doing anything. Now he's hauling the stuff. What does that do? We got a hauler in there. And then they just stop again. It's better for them to just go on their own. Hey, we've got a triangle. The user statue is like halfway complete. It's odd, it didn't seem to work very well to have the extra guys, like the hauler. The hauler just sat inside and didn't bring anything. And the loader didn't do anything. Both of these just sat inside the refinery, didn't do anything. Weird. We're on to the last... No, haven't actually finished the last triangle. Almost. There's another bite. Not enough. There we go. Brilliant. The polysmith is working hard and your production chain is working. Who knows what we can accomplish with triangles? I know exactly what we can create with triangles. We can finish the statue. Just like that. Behold, the user statue is complete. It's glorious. Hey, what's happening? I don't know, this can't be good. You think? The users probably would elaborately put it. Oh my god. OMG. Do something. I'm trying, hold on. Teleport. And there you go. That is the end of the first map, I guess you would call it. This is the world map, and as you unlock various sections, so once you complete this one, it opens up a couple more, and eventually they are going to, I guess, populate this whole place with all kinds of things. For now, I know that you can at least go to this place and then one more place, maybe two more, I'm not too sure. But anyway, if you enjoyed this game, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, of course. And if this video gets enough views, I will play Defrag Desolation. Thanks very much for joining me. See you next time.